Boom, 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 boom. Play some Baby Shark. Somebody's gonna play Baby Shark one day.
There we go. Are we live already?
We're live.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me share this out.
We're live, and Truman's playing Baby Shark. That's awesome. Share button.
Good morning. Hello, TV land.
So, something to mention on the show.
Oh, okay.
Of course, we're on the show.
Yeah, we're on.
But it's not the time. It's not the time to enter to talk about it right now.
Why not?
Well, because I'm sharing with everybody that we're on the air.
Because it's not the talk about cool things part yet.
We got cool things to talk about.
Maybe.
Yeah. You think? Otherwise, it's gonna be a short show.
I don't think we'll have a problem with that.
All right. So, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you're all joining us.
It's the acoustic metal day.
Yeah, it's so as you can see, he's Randy Lynch. I'm BJ Ramirez. We're joined today by Truman Provencio, and maybe later by maybe Red will be joining us. He mentioned it. So my headphones are loud.
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm usually figure out which one's mine.
I don't
You guys got headphones?
Yeah. We learn not to give you headphones.
Yeah.
Doesn't do you a whole bunch of good.
No, it doesn't. He did. Yeah. So, gosh, what I originally was trying to hold on.
It's because you're hot. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't your headphones. It was the actual mic.
Yeah,
okay.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, when I'm looking at you go orange. Just a little behind the scenes as we.
Doing this carefully.
Yeah, we're kind of slow getting started today.
We are having a long day. It's been a long day already.
Yeah, so I'll just give you a little bit of insight that
I got here late.
I do go ahead and mix the sound for us as we're going,
Mm-hmm.
and a part of it I do by ear, but a lot of it I've got a graphic equalizer here that shows me the output into the system, because it's not quite the same what we hear in the headphones as compared to what's going out over the ear, and the big difference is the levels. I found out that the hard way. Thank you to Xander when he was still down here from his company, that he would listen to the show and he'd say, you're cutting out, you got too much, it's way too hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it sounded good in my headset. Yeah, but it didn't sound so great when I was broadcasting out.
Okay.
You just kind of make changes as you go along, and we get a little bit better every time.
Yeah,
and
sounds good.
One day we'll get an Emmy for this show, even though there are no Emmys for this kind of show.
No.
We're still going to be the first.
I thought you were talking about Emmy down the street, the girl down the street. Anyway.
She gonna come host?
All right.
I'm more interested in spreading joy, but
whoa!
You really don't want me to go there?
Go.
Just gonna make a remark about a restraining order.
Oh.
Joy does not have a sense of humor about that sort of stuff.
Oh man.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Oh my gosh.
Is it Friday?
So,
where do you go from there?
We're now
to good morning, everybody. Just restart that clock. You're good. 10 more minutes.
We're now into month 2 of Halloween. So welcome to
Halloween month 2, Christmas the 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, they wasted no time because, I mean, the Christmas stuff was out last weekend all over the place. Like Walmart had their whole Christmas thing out there all last weekend. It was amazing.
It's Red.
Oh, wow. Why is he bringing?
He doesn't know the secret. You don't push the button.
We gotta teach him how to do this.
When I was
Come on in, Red.
When we lived in Troy and the kids were all in high school, we got tired of getting up, so we told the kids, do not ring the doorbell, do not knock on the door, just open slowly, make sure the dogs don't get out, and come in. because I got tired of getting up. One time, one of the kids who had not been to our house before went with one of the kids who'd been there many times. He started opening the door, and the kid was like, "What are you
give
doing?"
the drummer the cajon, bro.
There he is.
Come on in, bro. Oh, he brought his own cajon.
Oh, he brought the
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, bro. I'll give you the fancy chair.
It's all good.
Sure, bro. My boy, how you doing? Welcome, Red, to the stage. What you need me to grab? I'll grab some. Gotcha.
Good morning.
Those-
Come on, guys.
We don't even know. Like this is like chaotic. Well, we don't even know what's going on this morning. That's for sure.
You know, grab it in.
So-
How you doing, bro?
Doing good.
Hopefully
You?
everybody.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
is-
Nice to see you, man. You
Hi,
been
BJ.
doing-
Hey, good
How
to
you
see
doing,
you,
bro?
man. Doing well. Doing well.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I guess I'll just go ahead and start. Well, you know, I made the tough decision to have to just close down my spa. So just things got
Really?
So I'm a little out of it. Had no choice. It's just got a little too much to operate. So we'll see what happens next. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. Whether I'm going to find another place to. Hopefully, I'm going to find another place to work out. But that's the plan so far. So we'll
When
see
is
what
all
happens.
this
Yeah.
happening, bro?
Well, this will be my last month in that spa that I'm in now.
Wow.
You need any help doing anything?
Probably moving stuff out. Yeah.
Well,
Accumulated a lot in the 4 years I've been there.
give me a shout when you're ready, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Sounds
there
right.
for you.
So, but we have
Oh, you brought your fancy headphones,
we got
bro?
we had an interesting night last because we showed up at Amaro Thursday.
Oh yeah.
I know. It was a sudden thing for me too, because I had stuff loaded in the truck and everything.
Yeah.
In fact, I was like 2 blocks away from the house, headed there,
Mhm.
and Dwight calls me. And he says, "We're not doing it." He says, "I canceled it." And I go, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." He says, "I don't want to." This is how he put it. Are we alive?
Yeah.
We're
live.
right now.
Uh,
Red whiting.
No, he just called me and he says, and it was windy.
Yeah.
The wind was blowing really hard and it was cool. It was cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Too bad. We've
It
been
wasn't
in
cold
worse.
to me.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
We've been in worse.
And he says, "I just don't want to sit back there and be cold, playing in the wind to an empty backyard."
You're getting paid for
Understood.
it. Easy
Yeah.
money. Easy money.
Because we walked in there, nobody was there. The Sip and
Yeah.
Drink people were there, but nobody else was there.
So,
Yeah, we were the only
So-
ones there.
We ended
so
up,
just
yeah,
We ended up coming back here.
We ended
having
up
a nice
here.
little
Yeah.
and
jam sesh.
at our jam session, we got to meet Truman's girlfriend.
He's
She
getting fat.
she is real.
She is real.
So-
That's the first thing I was thinking. It's like, wow, she's not.
So there's
imaginary.
several of you.
Your girlfriend?
You owe us money.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
She's
gotta meet
real?
your girlfriend.
she must like you.
I guess
Ve-
so. Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
To
and
me,
here's
yeah.
the thing: when she's real, it's a sweet little girl. Sweet
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
I call her
Yeah.
little because she's like half my age.
You
And
look at
cute as
Truman and
hell.
you go,
And she's cute, and
I don't
she's
know. I don't
very.
see the connection
So
here.
face only a mother.
So here's the thing.
Someone else loves it too.
But you put it all together. She's real. She's cute. She's sweet, and she's very smart.
Oh, she's
How the heck did you do that, bro?
I don't know, man. I'm just
Wait,
I'm just gonna take it as it comes, bro.
do the
I
math.
did something
He
right.
doesn't have a lot of money, so
well, you have
He's
to understand.
actually making way more than me. So.
This is the guy who accidentally joins bands.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Obviously, he kind of fell into this.
Because
I'll
we're
take
lucky
it.
he didn't come. Go. I think I got a girlfriend, dude.
This is a band I did. I'm not gonna quit. Okay, this is a
There you
band.
go.
I didn't accidentally
No,
join this
that
one.
works.
And then my
Yeah.
son was here. My son ended up here on a.
That's cool. Do you have fun?
He had a good time. He thought it was a lot of fun, and he is actually going to be here another week,
Oh, nice.
and then he is headed to Ohio. He got an assignment for EKG to do
Who's
EKG
this?
tech, and my son
His son.
he'll be going to Cleveland Clinic in Ohio to be an EKG tech there for
Yeah.
the next, I think, 3 to 6 months, and then he'll get another assignment somewhere else. But so he's been hanging out with us, spending time with his nieces, and getting to be with his mom for a little while. So it's been nice because we haven't really seen him that much in the last few years. So it was fun. He was here. He enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He had a good time.
There was a part of me that was tempted to turn the cameras on and do a special
I know.
show.
We
you
should have.
were talking about.
We should have just done that because it was fun.
We're just gonna stream
Because-
songwriters night now.
Yeah.
Well, we an at night version where
Yeah.
we sit around drinking and talking, and
'cause
while
that's
we
what
weren't on
did.
the air, that's what we did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
By the way, Truman's girl, she knows how to handle her drink, and she knows her drink.
She
She
loves.
knew what she was doing.
She knows what she's doing. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
She walked out. I bet she left out of here better than he did.
Probably, man. I was feeling good after that first one.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool little thing, dude.
That is.
It's
oh,
very
wait till he
cool.
plays it. Yeah.
Now we introduced. I got to introduce everybody to Sotol, which most of y'all have never tried.
She knew exactly what it was.
It keeps you nice and warm.
I love this woman. Love this woman. Down in love, Red.
Uh-oh. You know you just said that on the air. For the whole world to see.
Yeah, it's true. Say it again. What's the love song? I got you.
So. What
So,
did you do?
yeah. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
you doing any playing?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot lately. Heck, I'm jamming with Zeta and the Songbirds this weekend. So it's Friday at the Plaza for the first Friday.
Do you know when?
6 o'clock. See, I actually know that.
Okay.
The plaza?
And then, so you can go
Downtown?
see him at 6, and then walk over to Little Toad Creek. I will be starting there at
Nice.
9.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be at Little Toad Creek at 9 o'clock.
On Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
My wife will not be there.
We'll
she,
see.
she already told me you have fun with that.
We'll see how you handle the later night. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
blast.
It is. It'll be fun. I have to take a nap earlier in the day.
I'll
but-
be there. I'll be there, bro. I'm gonna go check that out. And then Saturday, Zeta and the Songbirds at Pharmacia from 4 to 7.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're getting some music out there. Dylan Paul was playing last
Yeah,
week.
he plays there almost every
I
weekend.
played there a couple times. I really like Pharmacia. It's a
Yeah.
cool place, man.
That's cool. And I'm supposed to be at Don Felix next week, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Considering.
Showed up there last month. I had a show there, and I showed up and they were closed.
Mm-hmm.
Just
No word. No word to anybody.
No nothing.
No
just
notes.
Closed, so
Yeah.
so we'll see what happens. So this will very well. Friday night could very well be my last show of the year. Because I was supposed to be there next Saturday and then one first week in December, but we'll see what happens.
At Don Felix?
This was a weird year for me, I'll tell you. But yeah, Don Felix, I went there the other day. I closed.
Yeah.
No, the door gates locked. No sign. Nothing. No note. No, they didn't mention to me nothing. I messaged the owner and then no message back. Still.
Oh,
So I'll show up and see what happens.
Sad day. Red's got the fancy lap cone
Yeah.
over here.
I'm just trying
So
to think
cool.
where I should set this coffee so I don't spill it.
Right here, buddy. Yeah, right here.
Oh, there it is.
Because I'm
Should I
not
set it
good.
right here.
Yeah. I move, but I'm not that crazy.
Whatever works for you, man.
If I'm too crazy, and
You
I
don't get up.
That thing's cool, bro.
Well,
Dude,
and Red,
That comes through pretty good.
you guys have been busy too lately with CWA on.
yeah, you guys been playing.
We were. Well, we didn't do Thursday, so me and Dwight didn't do Thursday, so we kind of had a little breather, and then we did. Where did we play Friday?
I don't remember.
We played at Dead Beach Brewery down in El Paso.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've been talking to them, trying to set
And,
something up there.
Yeah.
wasn't too bad. I mean, they had we play out on the patio, so
Yeah.
their seating's limited. So, but wasn't a bad crowd. They kind of hung out for a little while, and then Saturday we went up to Reserve,
Ooh.
play Uncle Bill's place,
Oh, that's
the
cool.
bar there, and the one and only bar, I think.
Their entire one bar.
That's
Well,
cool.
yeah, they were kind of doing the Halloween thing.
Oh,
Costumes and that, and decent, for up there, it was a decent crowd.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
They hung out for a while, and most of them stayed until we got done playing at midnight.
Oh.
Yeah, so
What was your costume?
I was a drummer.
You poor thing. Good costume.
Yeah.
I did. I wore a T-shirt with a skeleton drummer on it. So yeah,
There you go.
I was a drummer. They actually had some pretty. There's not a lot of costumes, but the costumes that were there were pretty cool.
That's cool.
3 gals come in as the 3 blind mice. That was pretty cool, and yeah, it's actually I like Reserve. It's a gorgeous drive once you get out of Silver City and start heading north.
Yeah, you guys keep the road hot. That's for sure.
It is absolutely gorgeous up there. Anybody tells me that New Mexico doesn't have mountains, they've never been to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, when my wife came out, we were still living in Missouri. We came out. She came out for a site visit for the job that she was interviewing for that brought us out here. First thing she noticed was the mountains up in the Oregons. And she was just absolutely blown away by those. Being in Missouri for 7 years, there are no mountains in Missouri.
There's no mountains.
There's hills.
There's hills.
She was, what about mountains? Those are not mountains. Those are hills.
Nope.
Okay. Well, we have mountains. No, those are hills.
Yeah.
Saw a real mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an absolutely gorgeous drive up there to go up there. If it didn't snow, I could live up there.
As long as they didn't have the snow.
Yeah, I just don't.
Yeah, you lived in the Salt Lake City area, didn't you?
Utah, for pretty much all my life.
So you had enough.
Pretty much, with the weather. It's not so much the weather that I had a hard time with. It was the people that didn't know how to drive.
So you
Don't
moved
go
to
to Denver.
So you moved to Las Cruces and in the El Paso area. Well, Gay to tell you, you didn't get much better off as far as people who know how to drive.
Well, I mean, you're going to experience that. It doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah.
You're going to experience that. So, but the volume of the traffic of drivers and that is a lot less than it is up there.
That makes sense.
Totally.
I learned how to drive in LA. So
Oh, yeah.
it's like,
You can.
Did you
drive
have the
there?
little what's the book they call it? It's about this thick for all
the map book.
yeah, it's like a map.
Yeah.
What
do they call it?
Atlas?
They have a name
No.
for it.
Yeah, I forgot because I had one too. Yeah, and it was so confusing.
It was. I
I
had
needed
one.
a class. Once you figured out how to read it, it was
Right.
good. But oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it
So
was
it's
such
a
a pain.
figuring
You
it
just
out
had to
for
find.
Yeah.
Just had to find the right page.
Mm-hmm. And then the grid, and then
And
it was a nightmare.
There
was no GPS back then.
no. It was a nightmare because
Why
I was
did
going,
Back in my day,
Yeah, exactly. And then
We
you had
had-
the 405 parking lot, is what we called it.
we
'cause it never moved.
we had to cut the map out of the back of the phone book and carry with us.
yeah.
Just put the
No,
whole
this had
phone book.
a particular name for it, and everybody would say, "Well, do you have?" You'd stop and ask for directions.
Mhm.
The first thing they'd ask, do you have this such and such?
I think it was either Thompson Guide or something
The
like
LA
that.
Bible,
I
bro?
forgot what it called. It was a guide, is what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was-
big old book.
You got your Bible with you?
Because LA County was not easy.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know where I was going with that.
That's okay.
That's interesting though. I remember using phone books. That's about the extent of it.
Used to phone books sit on it so they could see higher.
Oh yeah,
You mean they were used for other things?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Have you ever beaten somebody with a phone book? It doesn't leave very many marks.
You tape them
Neither
together.
does a rubber hose.
Oh crap, we're on the air.
Yeah.
You tape them together, you got pretty good body on.
I heard
Shank-
that if you use a rubber hose, it doesn't leave a mark.
I've heard. I heard a doctor say it once.
Yeah.
I just know about putting a rubber hose up your nose.
Oh yeah, there goes.
Yeah,
That's
when I was, I donated part of my right lung back in 1996 to a friend of mine. Well, he's actually our bass player in our band, and he had cystic fibrosis.
Mm.
And I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but he
No.
Yeah.
his breathing capacity was down he came to rehearsal one night, and he told us, he said, "Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing this." His breathing capacity was down to 17%.
Man, he must have been a good bass player.
He was an awesome bass player. Graduated from Musicians Institute in California, and
Wow.
really, really
Prestigious.
good bass player. But so one of the other guys in the band, kind of his band, Ron, he said, God, Jamie, he says, I'd donate along to you if I, if I could. And of course, I thought, well, I even said, well, I'll do the same for you, Jamie. Not thinking, about, it could possibly happen. And about 2 weeks later, he called us. He called me and Ron, and he said, were you guys serious about the lung donation? I said, yeah. And so he took some information. He took some basic information from us, and his mom was a big supporter of him getting this lung donation and that. And so long story short, they took that information, and then about, I don't know, maybe a month later, they called us and said, hey, you guys have some tests if you're still up for it. He says, and his mom was a sweetheart. She says, you guys have some tests up at the University Medical Center there in Salt Lake.
Wow.
And so we went up 2 days of tests.
Wow.
They did a lot of breathing tests, a lot of x-rays, blood. It's amazing what they can find out about you just through your blood.
That's how my dad found out.
And I mean, it was, they're trying to make sure that we're a good match and all that. That's what the purpose of all this was, and that we were healthy. Okay.
Right.
And I'd smoked for years, and I started to panic a little bit, with all the x-rays, thinking, oh my God, they're going to x-ray my lungs and find out, I got cancer or something. So, wasn't bad, other than the fact, you're doing all these tests. The one that I hated the most is where they take arterial blood.
Oh.
So they take it from an artery, not just a vein. They just don't put a little, squeeze your hand, and they actually go, and this one, I guess he was a nurse, went into this wrist with this needle, and he's rooting around in there trying to find the artery.
Oh.
And it was hurting big time. And,
good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you're just joining us, good morning story. Huh?
Yeah. Well, like I said, But long story short, we come out the second day. Me and Ron were walking to our cars, and I just told Ron, I said, "Man, I got a feeling this is going to happen."
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Yeah, I kind of get that same feeling." So they sent everything down. That hospital sent everything to L.A.
Oh my God.
Medical Center, because that's where the surgery was going to take place. And so 2 weeks later, they says, "Yeah, it's a go." We matched. We matched. And me and Ron like, oh, you got to be kidding. I mean, how many millions of people are in the world, and we play in the same band, and we matched.
Both of you.
Yeah, both of us. It was like it was meant to happen.
Yeah.
And his mom, she rented an apartment down there for us, a 3-bedroom apartment for a month while we were down there, because we needed a place to stay. Prior to the surgery, we had to be there a week before the surgery to do more tests. And then we had to be there like 2 weeks after the surgery. So she rented us this apartment, and she paid for our flights down there. She paid for our apartment. She had to pay for mine and Ron's surgery the morning we walked into the hospital for surgery. And she had done some, I guess, where they do bargaining back and forth, So she agreed to pay $30,000 each for me and Ron.
Wow.
That's what our surgery cost. His was over $200,000.
Yeah.
But his was covered by her insurance.
Oh.
Ours wasn't. So she had taken loans out on her house, second mortgages and all that for, to do these surgeries. But she had to pay $60,000 to the hospital that morning when we went in for surgery.
Wow.
And then after surgery, we were in the hospital for 10 days recuperating before they cut us loose. And then we were there in the apartment like another week doing follow-ups
Yeah.
before we could actually come back to Utah. But yeah, it was quite the experience.
Now,
sounds wild,
so what they
dude.
did was they took a part of your lung,
They see, your right lung is in 3 lobes.
right?
They took the bottom lobe of my right lung,
Mm-hmm.
and your left lung only has 2 lobes.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the room for your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So they took Ron's bottom lobe of his left lung,
Mm-hmm.
and they also had to take out a piece of one of his ribs
Mm.
to get to it.
Oh my God.
So they had to take a piece of his rib out. I don't know which rib, but which
Yeah.
one, but they took a piece of his rib out, and they let him keep it. They cleaned
Good.
it up and they let him keep it.
Good. You got to be careful with men's ribs. You know? That can end really badly.
You know, put a little barbecue sauce on them, and they're good.
Well, even worse, you end up with headaches that you can't get away from. You got to marry. So,
but he did. He asked him. He says, "Do I get to keep that piece of my rib?" And they go, "Oh yeah, you can have it." So they cleaned it up, gave it to him, and I think he wears it sometimes. He wears that piece of rib on it.
Wow.
Talk about a souvenir, man. Jesus.
But yeah, that was quite the experience. And then Jamie, he was doing really well. He got up to about his breathing capacity was about 97%.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And he, he'd went all those years and not being able to do a lot of stuff, a lot of things because he couldn't breathe.
yeah.
And now he could breathe. He was like a party animal, and just doing a lot of things that he wasn't capable of doing before. And he, just living life. And he got pneumonia.
Oh,
Yeah. He stayed in California, and him and his girlfriend stayed in California, and he got pneumonia, ended up back in the hospital. And he died almost 2 years to the date that we did the surgery.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Jesus.
But his left transplant, it completely died. He got pneumonia, and so he was actually living off his right lung. And he just got pneumonia when it ended up in the hospital, and he never left the hospital. And he passed. But
gave him 2 years of giving it hell.
But it was,
Yeah.
people with cystic fibrosis don't have a long life anyway.
No.
And he lived to be, I think, 30, 31. So,
Oh my gosh.
I think that's beautiful, bro. He gave him a chance to go do some stuff he never got the chance to do.
yeah, and I know that, and if he'd have just maybe slowed down a little bit, would have taken a little bit easier,
Yeah.
he probably would have stuck around for a while, but that's okay. We all move on to bigger and better things.
That's wild, bro.
The big gig in the sky.
Big gig in the sky, bro.
So what are you going to play there?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's time to
whatever
jam.
you
We
guys-
got the drummer and everything, bro.
Oh. Last time we messed with this, so let's try Southern Cross.
We're gonna try a little different than normal.
Okay.
Hey?
We played
Oh, yeah.
around.
Did you ever listen to Helpless?
Yeah.
What'd
I'm
you
gonna have to
think?
think about that.
Metallica?
No, it's Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Good song.
Yeah, it's a good song. Don't know if I can pull
It's
it
a Neil
off.
Young song.
Yeah, we played around with this Thursday night. The three of us. We were playing 3 different guitars at the
I
same
know.
time on stuff. It was
And
kind
it
of
was
fun.
really cool. So there we go. Got out of town on a boat for the southern island, sailing a reach before a following sea. She was making for the trains on the outside, and the downhill run to Pepite Bay. Off the swing on this heading line, the marquee says, we got 80 feet of water line, nicely making way. Making a noise upon it, Avalon tried to call you. But on the midnight watch, I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, Lord, your voice is calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. forgotten. I have been around the world looking for that woman and girl who knows what love can endure, and you know it will, and you know it will. When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of a coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow, dreams are a-dying, and my love's an anchor tied with a silver chain. I have a ship and all the flags are flying. She's all that I have left. Music is her name. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world looking for that woman and girl who knows what love can endure, and you know it will, and you know it will. So we cheated and we lied and we tested, and we never failed to fail. Was the easiest thing to do. You will survive, be invested. Somebody fine will come along, let me forget about loving you. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world looking for that woman and girl who knows what love can endure, and you know it will, and you know it will. Yeah.
How weird is that, man?
I know. That's cool. That was cool.
I love
Very
jamming
nice.
with you guys. I love jamming.
That's a little bit what we're doing Thursday night.
Yeah, just a little
Just
bit. A lot of
screwing
that.
around
Yeah.
We're at here.
Yeah.
right here.
Right here.
Come over
Just
here.
having a good time. It was
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
So
is
we're
there
looking for a new place to do open jam. So
Well, there you go.
Yeah, we got
I have an open bar.
serve food.
That can be arranged too. It'll probably be leftovers from whatever I cooked previously. But hey,
Out of work, bro.
hey, that's a name for a food truck. Leftovers.
Yeah, there you go.
What's on the menu?
You want
Yeah,
some leftovers, bro?
We got spaghetti. We got pizza.
Right.
We got something. I'm just not sure what it is.
We got some meatloaf. Well,
Looks like
mystery
it might have
loaf.
been there.
Yeah.
Hey, right now in my fridge, I got a whole mess of a barbecue brisket.
Oh wow.
I found a real good price at Walmart on some brisket, but this whole thing, I love it. I love my Instant Pot. I
Nice.
stuck this thing in
Those
there
things
and,
are nice,
I
man.
cooked that down, and then I made up the sauce. It's my family recipe,
That's cool.
my mom's recipe from back in the day, and yeah, we kind of rocked it up.
Nice.
Cool.
So
Instant
I've been
Pot
eating that for about a week and a half now.
Instapots are the
That's a good
newer,
thing about barbecue.
updated version of the pressure pots. Eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
so much better, so much safer, and so much easier to use. So
I got to do some jalapeno poppers.
yeah,
I got to give it a try. So,
Mm.
and when I do, I'll let y'all know.
Just make sure you core them. Take those seeds out.
Yeah, take the seeds out
yeah.
because I guess that determines how hot they get, how hot they
And
are.
jalapenos, all the capsaicin's in the core.
Yeah,
so you
it's
take
that
that
white
core out, you
vein.
get
You're
most of that
okay?
heat,
That
yeah.
white vein in the middle, that's where most of the hot
And
comes
you gotta
from.
be
Okay.
careful not to mush it all in. You gotta just
Yeah.
clean scoop.
Because I tried some
I
jalapeno
like them,
poppers
man.
from a food truck in
Yeah.
Carlsbad, and he cooked them in a smoker.
Oh wow.
Smoker grill.
Ooh, that
Cool.
sounds pretty
Oh
cool.
my God, they were so good.
Wow.
I know,
Smokers are dangerous, bro.
I know
Man.
somebody who loves a smoker.
Oh yeah.
They are.
I have one at home.
Yeah.
My barbecue.
Well, I got
there.
some mesquite. Didn't I get
Yeah,
some mesquite
we
wood
got
from you?
It's so cool. You just get you get the charcoals going,
Yeah.
and then you put just mesquite wood on top and cook it that way. And it's like you smell like mesquite, too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Mesquite
it's
smells
great.
good, man.
I
I
do
got
that with just some thin steaks and make to make carne asada tacos. My son was like on the way home, can Dad make his tacos for dinner? So I was like, oh gosh. So yeah, I made a bunch of that and we were eating that for a week.
Yeah.
I got to do some green chili stew too.
Ooh. Yeah.
I made we have a whole bunch of elk meat I got from the parents, and I made
Wow.
red chili elk stew.
Oh, that sounds good.
I let it simmer for like 4 hours so that I can.
Did you put how many
shred
in
it
it?
down.
It's like a
No, it
pozole?
wasn't even like a pozole. It was just the meat, and elk's real tough and lean.
No, it's
So I had to let it. I let it baste in all the vegetables and some water and everything for like 4 hours till I could shred it apart. Then threw it in there with the chili and everything. My pan did not want to hold it, but it was delicious.
Wow. I'm not big on wild game meat, like venison and that, but I do like elk.
Elk's delicious, dude.
And antelope. If you ever
Antelope, I've never had antelope.
antelope. The trick I was told with antelope is if you go antelope hunting, is to get an instant kill if you're going to hunt antelope.
So you don't stress them out, yeah.
Because if they run, then it I guess it does something to the meat.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all tough and chewy. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Well, Truman,
Okay.
you're from this area, so you've had henway.
Henway?
Yeah.
I guess not.
Ah, damn it! You're supposed to ask me what's a henway.
Mm.
About 3 pounds if you get a fat one. Oh well.
We were at a diner in California. I was a teenager, and we're sitting there. We're looking at this menu. We'd never been in this diner, so we go in there and we're looking at the menu. And in the middle of the menu, it said "Mata Baby, 50 cents."
What's the matter, baby?
Said
And we're
what?
like, yeah, Mata Baby. And I'm like, what the heck is that? So my dad asked the waitress, "What's a Mata Baby?" She goes, "Nothing. What's the matter with you?"
That's too funny.
That was good.
They have a restaurant in San Diego
Really?
that has the waitresses are rude to you.
Yes.
I've seen videos of this place. I would eat there.
They come out, they throw the silverware down on the table, and they just it's all an act.
Oh yeah, they intentionally do that. My dad went
yeah.
there, and my stepbrother.
It's
was
hilarious
telling
if you're not aware of it.
Yeah, the waitress, the hostess comes in, come on, and was putting the menus on the table and goes, "Oh, by the way, it's his birthday. Tell someone who gives a shit."
Yeah, they're rude. I can't remember the name of it though.
I don't know.
Dick's, I think. Though in Texas they call it Dick's,
Yeah,
and it was-
my dad went there one
that
time.
was-
He was
oh,
talking
yeah.
about it. Oh my god.
and it's just funny. So, all right, who's next?
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
So this one, nice and easy. B, it's E, E minor, A minor, and then E to B. And then for the chorus, it's B and G. You'll know exactly what's on.
All right.
Screw you guys.
What is it?
when you're unwanted. Streets are even when you're down. You're strange. Places come out of the rain when you're strange. Places come out of the rain when you're strange. When you're strange. When you're stranger. Places come out of the rain when you're alone. Where it's so wicked. When you're unwanted, the streets aren't easy. When you're down, when you're straying, places come out of the rain. When you're straying, no one remembers your name. When you're straying, when you're straying, when you're straying, places come out of the rain. When you're straying, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. That's a good.
I forgot that one, man.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
Well, that was one I would never expect it from you,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
but it fits.
On their toes, bro.
it's been on my mind because it's on the soundtrack of a movie I just watched. Because hey, I got my Halloween short list. That's on the soundtrack for The Lost Boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a great movie.
I was
Great soundtrack. I love that
Oh
soundtrack.
yeah, that was an excellent soundtrack for that whole movie, man.
Yeah, the whole soundtrack's good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Only thing I can't stand about this town is the damn vampires.
Yeah, vampires everywhere.
Well, let's just say if everyone who was dead decided to stand up, we'd have a population problem. He's also
Well, Biden would be happy because then
Well-
he'd have a lot more. Oh, did I just say that with my
Yeah.
outside voice?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm
It's okay.
sorry. Oh.
By the way, yeah, that line from Lost Boys. Yeah, let me just say, if everybody dead just stood up all of a sudden, we'd have a population problem. With or without vampires, that's true. That has nothing to do with the vampires.
Yeah.
I think you were saying in unmarked graves, huh? If everyone in an unmarked grave was to stand up, we'd have a population
Yeah,
problem.
right. Okay.
But yeah, I was at a gig the other day. I was dressed up like a cow because it was Halloween and everything. I was Luna Rosa, and I was deciding what I wanted to play next. And I went. I was like, oh, it's an E. Okay, that's what it's in. I've been looking for that song, so I was like,
Doors, man.
and then B. I was like, yep, there it is. So I faked it right there.
I was a
Why not?
teenager
No
when that song came out. I was a teenager. That's how old that song is.
Yeah.
That album.
Truman wasn't even a twinkle in his daddy's eye.
Huh?
Truman wasn't even a twinkle in his daddy's eye at that point.
Not even close. Not even close. Yeah.
Most greatness is unexpected, guys.
You know, the wonderful thing is, the great thing about Truman having his girlfriend coming and hanging with us at times is he's no longer the baby of the group.
Yeah, that's right.
By a few years, but not very many. You're still kind of a baby with everybody.
2-3 years.
Yeah.
Stick with me, kid. You'll make it back. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. It's one of the great things about hanging out with the musicians in this town because you've got younger people, you've got older people,
Oh, yeah.
and there are a lot of musicians that when they find out how old I am, they say, "Oh, you're still a baby."
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is so. Yeah.
That means the
How
world to
old
hear
are you?
that.
I'm just curious. I mean, you don't have to tell me, but how old are you?
I just turned 22. I can drink now.
Okay.
I was just talking to my son
You
about
had a
that.
pretty rough life for a 22-year-old.
I was just talking to my
The gray setting.
I was just talking to my son about how in '91, when everybody was turning, all our friends were turning 21, the most popular card is the one that said, "Now that you're 21, you can drink." You open up in big letters and went, "Legally."
Legally.
Yeah, like we all waited till we were 21 to drink.
Yeah, I did actually.
I
Did
waited
you
till
really?
this.
My dad was a cop. He knew all the cops in the town still. So if I got caught at a party, I was screwed. So I did not take any chances.
See, and I didn't drink.
with the cops, bro.
I didn't drink until I was 24 because I didn't care for it. I didn't like the taste of it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And I went to a party that a friend of mine was turning 21, and she shows up to the door drunk as hell, and with a bottle of Jack. And she saw me, and she sobered up a little bit. Says, "Oh, Randy," says, "everybody's been coming to the door. I've been giving them a shot of Jack, but I know you don't drink this stuff, so you don't have to." That's a challenge. Just give me the shot, and a shot of Jack Black.
Oh.
And I said, I slammed this thing back, and I controlled every muscle in my face with a lot of effort. And I says, "Really good, thank you." And she says, "You're the greatest," and she ran off to puke. There was a friend of mine there, was drinking a Budweiser, and I grabbed the bottle out of his hand and I downed it as quick as I could because there was a hole burning right through the bottom of me. And by the way, best beer I've ever had.
I was 21 and I went out with a few of my friends, and one of them said, "Oh, BJ, you're probably not gonna." I said, "Look, I'm 21 now, so it's okay. I'm cool with it now."
Right.
And they go, "All right, fine." And he thought he'd be fun with me and hand me a Three Wise Men. And I'm like, "Okay." I went, "Oh, that's not bad." And they looked at me like, "You're supposed to like choke, gag." No, I thought it was good. And they looked at me like, dude, for the first time, it was like a Three Wise Men. It was 151 Goldschlager and there was another one. There were 3 alcohols in this, and I downed it. And they were figuring I was going to choke, and I was like, "Oh, this is good."
The last man wasn't that wise.
They looked at me like, "Okay."
Give me another one.
Wow.
So I'll never forget that. They looked at me like, "Uh-oh."
Well, I remember the first wine that I found that I liked. I was at a friend's house because they'd had me trying different wines. I was like, "Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible." And they brought up this wine. I tasted it. I was like, "This is really good. It tastes like grape. I actually know what I'm dealing with." Oh, so they brought me another glass. And basically they were filling my glass, and I wasn't noticing until I went to stand up. I had to go to the bathroom. I came out I had to walk past the kitchen, and I'm looking at all these empty bottles all of a sudden out there of Mad Dog 2020. They had it. They didn't want to drink it. Nobody liked it, so they gave it to me.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I died that night, and this is all just a dream now.
The ghost of Randy Lynch, everybody.
Yeah. So, it is what it is.
I got a country one for everyone.
Go ahead.
It's Randy's turn, you know?
It don't matter.
Go ahead.
So it's just GCD.
Okay.
What is it?
Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues.
Oh my God! How the hell do you even know what that is?
Yeah, don't mess with me, Randy. You know this. You know this.
Go ahead.
Do you have a pair of cowboy boots you wear when you go do these gigs? You play country?
Spiritually, yes.
Okay.
Always on.
All right.
Spiritually.
Yeah.
Had to.
His socks are too short for actual cowboy boots.
That's a good tempo. Everybody's gone away. Said to leave it to LA. Some kind of freight, some kind of thing. Everybody's doing down. My heart's loving me. You're not a kid at 33. You play too long, you lose your wife. Play too long, you lose your life. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good Time Charlie's got the blues. chord. Keep going. Solo. Randy, you got words right there, Kendall? You're gonna have to sing it, bro.
I don't have the words for this song. I haven't heard this in years, man.
Give me a second. We're gonna do this old school.
Second verse, same as the first.
Everybody's leaving town and leaving to LA. Got afraid some kind of rain. Everybody's just the same. You're my heart still telling me you're not a kid at 33. Way too long you lose your eye. Way too long you lose your life. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. Again. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. I haven't played that one in years, bro. Jesus.
In years,
That's a good one.
relatively speaking.
It was written way
Who
before
does
my
that
time.
anyway? I forgot who does
like-
that.
Mo Bandy.
Is it Mo Bandy?
Is it Mo Bandy?
I know he had another.
How scary is it that I know that stuff?
Mo Bandy had another hit.
My friends say I'm a dandy. I'm Bandy. The
Rodeo clown?
Rodeo
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah.
Rodeo Clown.
He had quite a few hits that people don't even know were his, though. He was pretty prolific. Yeah, most people don't even know who he is today. But man, he had some good stuff. I grew up around parents that we'd have dances, and basically, you know, sometimes they go dance at the bars, and sometimes they just, you know, have what they call coffee breaks between a bunch of them, and they go out and find some place and, you know, somebody bring a radio and then sit there and start just playing music. There were some times I swear I've got memories of somebody bringing out a record player and powering that
I
thing up.
wouldn't doubt it.
Like
I would not doubt it.
turntable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Back in those days, yeah.
For you younger people, that's like a CD but with black things instead of silver things.
big CDs. All right, Randy, your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I love throwing songs like that at you guys because you guys go, how do you know that? You're not supposed to know that. Who knows that?
No, you've got a pretty good.
Yeah.
Inventory of
Yeah,
music.
that's a fun one.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You never know what he's got to
I know.
pull out
Yeah,
either.
yeah. When I remember looking at the song list he gave us, and I thought, Truman plays all of these.
It's like, does he even know this one? Does he realize what this is? Is there? The first thing you think of is there a cover that somebody did that I don't know about?
Yeah.
You figure it's got to be a cover of something.
You gotta keep them on their toes, man.
It's like when you did Good Hearted Woman.
Oh my
Oh
god!
yeah, that's
love
creepy
that.
to hear from him
That-
after he does all the high pitched stuff, and all of a sudden his voice drops, and you're like,
I specifically do that one after Love and Touch and Squeeze.
Good idea. Good
Wow.
idea.
Okay, so what are we doing?
I got some Dale Watson,
Go for
Nashville Rash.
What's it in?
It's in my iPad.
Shit, Sherlock.
AED.
Difference between a musician and guys who also play guitar.
Yeah. What key is it in? The first chord is an A, so I guess it's an A.
I have literally said that. I'm
See-
not kidding. I literally have said that. Going, well, the first chord's Dwight did that. He goes, what's this in? I go, well, first chord's an A.
And then when I hit my first gear,
He goes, all right.
Well, thanks to Damian Luna, I'm actually in the middle of all this
That's
music
true.
theory.
He's
So
learning this stuff. So.
yeah, I've been doing some breakdowns, and
There you
that's
go.
really weird and really hard.
Theory?
A lot of fun.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
But I'm loving it. It's hard work because my brain is sitting having to.
It's
The biggest pain in the ass is all the terminology.
Yeah.
You can break it. Like, everybody tries to explain it to you the way that they know it.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows how to explain it to somebody who doesn't know it in a way like you don't know it. That's the problem.
It's okay. Once you get the hang of the
That's the
difference
theory.
between the thingies,
That's
the
the theory
doodads,
behind
and the whatsits, you're okay.
All those things. So we're in A, right?
I'm
And
gonna just sit back and watch.
Help me, Merle, I'm breaking out in a midnight Nashville rash. Helps if I know the words. It's looking like I'm falling in the cracks. I'm too country now for country, just like Johnny Cash. Oh. Help me, Merle, I'm breaking out in the Nashville rash. Should have known it when they closed the opera down. Things are bound to change in that time. You can't grow and you rip the roots out of the ground. Look like that Nashville rash is getting around. Help me, Merle, I'm breaking out in the Nashville rash. It's looking like I'm falling in the cracks. I'm too country now for country, just like Johnny Cash. Oh. Help me, Merle, I'm breaking out in the Nashville rash. Ain't it funny how things can really change? Rock and roll back in the 70s, the country hits today. Breaks my heart to see my heroes fading away. Victims of that Nashville rash, it's a Nashville way. Help me, Merle, I'm breaking out in the Nashville rash. Looks like I'm falling in the cracks. I'm too country now for country, just like Johnny Cash. Help me, Merle, I'm breaking out in the Nashville rash. Help me, Merle, I'm breaking out in the Nashville rash. Nobody's ever heard of this guy.
Yeah.
I've heard that one before.
Have you? Then you're rare.
I haven't heard that one in a while. That's good.
I love the fact that your girlfriend's a good ego boost for me. She was like in my originals.
Yeah.
She was
And
she was pretty
did some of
excited
her
that
stuff.
you guys enjoyed her poetry.
She's
Yeah.
damn
It's
good.
phenomenal,
Really good.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not just I tell her all the time. I'm like, I don't say this just because we're dating. You're phenomenal with that poetry.
But I would say it anyway because we're dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not stupid.
But I actually mean it.
Don't say
But
what I
actually
don't
mean it.
mean, man.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right. Well, we had too much country already, so hold on.
You want to rock one, bro?
Too much country.
Too
There's
much-
no such thing as too much country. I don't know what you're talking about.
Any that you like?
What's up?
Any that you like?
Pretty much all
Oh
of them.
man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise that makes me think too. Love lost such a cause. Give me things that don't get lost. Like a coin that won't get tossed. Rolling home to you. to love me to hold it through. Oh, one look in my eyes and you can tell it's true. Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. Lullabies look in their eye, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, mean that much to you. I've been first to last, look at how the time goes past. But I'm all alone at last, holding home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me to hold it through. Oh, one look in my eyes and you can tell it's true. Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. Oh man, look in my life, I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. That was fun.
Awesome.
That's cool.
So we got some stuff going on.
Yeah, we do.
All over town. Chris Smith, CL Smith, is going to be playing at the NM Vintage this Sunday at 2:30. So that's kind of cool little afternoon gig.
Yeah.
If you happen to be out around Rio Grande Winery tonight, starting at 5 o'clock, Chris Baker and the MFB are going to be doing the Musicians Jam first Wednesday of the month. Jackal is going to be playing at Amaro Winery this Friday at 6.
Who is?
Who?
I don't know, not that Jackal.
I'm thinking,
Oh, okay.
whoa.
J
They got back together?
Jackal. I don't know who this is.
Okay.
And by the way, they've got a picture of the parent wearing a couple jackal masks. So I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly can't even tell you. Colton Jesse and the Hooligans are going to be playing at Whiskey Dick's tomorrow at 6. Whiskey Dick's is getting some music back.
There
So
you go.
very cool. Oh, God. And then Sunday at 6, they're going to have 24/7 Duelo and Chicos de Barrio playing
Oh
at
my
Whiskey
gosh.
Dick's. That's big.
Yeah.
Chicos de Barrio is huge out here.
Ah.
Of course, if you feel a little more free with your masculinity, they're going to be doing Cornhole for a Cause at Icebox Brink. Oh, no, never mind what I said the first part. This is about throwing beanbags into a hole in wood. Still sounds dirty. I don't know. Icebox Brewing. This is the Picacho location. They're gonna do Saturday 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Yeah. They don't have a price on there, but you can get a hold of them and get that information. Oh, there it is. $40 per team registration fee. So I've never had to pay $40 to play cornhole, but I'm not allowed to play it in public. So
So somebody asked me when I moved to Missouri, hey, you ever play cornhole? It's like, no, that's why I stayed out of West Hollywood.
there you go.
It was my buddy's wedding like last month, a couple months ago. And he goes, hey, bro, you want to play some cornhole? And I go, mister, I don't know you that well.
I'd like to get to know you first.
Yeah.
You know, that may be the most unfortunate name for a game ever.
I know.
From
and
Rodeo.
it's like, what?
Are you mocking
At
me?
what point did somebody, there had to be a point where somebody could have said, not a good idea. Just some point there, somebody could have said, not a good idea, and yet nobody did.
And sometimes, you got to match your needs if you fit that way, because you need TP for your one hand.
What else is going on?
What, you don't want me to go to Beavis and
No.
Butthead? Okay, fine. Be that way. Little Toad Creek tomorrow night, String at 7 is doing their karaoke night. We're done with Thursday night open mic for a while.
Is
open
that-
jam
is that
at
correct?
tomorrow. You're not doing it
They're
tomorrow
not
night.
hosting it anyway.
We won't be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think they're doing the changeover, but I haven't
Yeah.
heard anything yet
Yeah.
as far as what they're going to do from here on.
No.
But Doniana Village Plaza, they're going to be doing this Saturday starting at 5:00. And if you've never been out to this, go.
Yeah.
Dia de los Muertos Fiesta in Doniana. God, it's very cool. La Lucha is going to be hosting this event. They're going to have Nosotros and Caliente out there playing. Lawrence Montes is going to be playing, and Ballet Folklorico Corazón de las Cruces is going to be out there. Food trucks, vendors, games, costume contests. They're going to have the ofrendas all around the plaza, which is it's basically altars to deceased loved ones.
Yeah.
And some of these are gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's just a beautiful thing. I took my son down to Mesilla. We walked around a little bit, and he had some of those pictures with the flowers and candles out there for it. And I, told him what it was for, and he thought that was like so much better than Halloween.
Yeah.
To him, it was a lot better.
I did one once, and I was told I was mocking it because I built an altar to disco because it is truly dead and will never come back.
I don't know, man. I was made for loving you. Still, solid Kiss hit, bro.
Are you gonna say that's a disco song?
That is a disco song.
You're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
It's a disco song.
Don't even go there, bro. Don't even go there.
We're gonna have a fist fight on the show today.
My friends and I were literally like, why? Come on, guys. We were so disappointed.
I didn't write the
Put
song.
it this way:
bro.
if your mom and dad like the song and think they should put that on when they're dancing, no. My dad goes, "Don't you have that album?" Because no, I don't. I won't. No.
What album was that even on?
Dynasty.
That was a sick album.
Who was it?
Kiss. I was
They
made
did.
for loving you.
Yeah, it was a total disco style, and it was like the only.
I thought you would like that riff, though, bro.
The riff was good, but it was like, oh, it was a cool riff, but it's like, why?
The rest of it hurt,
Why?
though.
I mean, it's like.
I never really was a big Kiss
Hey,
fan.
you know what?
Huge.
They had their shirts all the way down,
I
showing off that
know.
hair. That was a very disco look.
The hair, they cut the hair. I was like,
BJ
oh.
lives off of Kiss, bro.
Yeah, it was like that was Ace Frehley's the reason I wanted to play guitar.
Ace Frehley's awesome.
Yeah,
Do you
he's
know
the
that's
reason I
not
wanted to
him on Destroyer?
No, on Destroyer he did. No, he did not play on Destroyer.
No.
He only played on the first 3 albums.
Yeah, he was too drunk on Destroyer.
No,
Check out-
he just had a bad work ethic and he didn't show up.
You should check out on YouTube Ace Frehley playing Fire and Water. Have you seen it?
I love that song. I have that
with
Origins
Paul
album
Stanley
with
singing.
Paul Stanley singing.
Whoa.
The story about it was
Oh my
is
gosh!
there was actually a clause in in Ace Frehley's contract with his record company that he had to do a cover album, a compilation album. So he decided, and then he started getting into it and doing a lot of songs he wanted to do. They didn't care what he did. So then he had a long time ago, he and Paul Stanley were talking about covering Fire and Water for a Kiss album, but they never did. So he reached out to Paul Stanley and said, "Hey, what would you say?" And Paul's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So he did all the music, emailed him the file. Paul took it to his studio, laid down the vocals, and emailed it back to Ace, and Ace listened to it, and it was like, that's the way, and that's what you hear. It was so cool. They had such a good time with it, and it's a freaking badass song. It is such a great
The
song.
video is
I love it.
awesome.
Yeah, it's just a concert video.
And not disco.
Oh no!
No.
Oh heck no! This is
No.
Fire and Water by Free. That was back in the '60s.
See, here's
Free's excellent.
Oh,
bro.
man.
here's the funny thing.
All right, man.
When we did the first show with Trevor from Zia Comics,
Oh yeah.
you asserted how much of a nerd you were not, and we have found out that's not true on several levels.
Certain levels, there's certain areas I am.
Kiss is one of those nerddom areas that you're very strong in. the nerdiness
Oh,
is
yeah.
strong with this one.
Oh yeah. I grew up loving that. I had a guy down the street that had everything that was Kiss, and when he played that first album, there was something about guitar part that just I was 7 years old, and I remember hearing the guitar part on the first kill. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Mhm.
My dad
And I
had the
wanted to
rock
play
and roll
guitar.
over CD,
Yeah.
the record, and
Okay.
then his friend was all out of it. He had a room with like this, but
Oh
Kiss.
yeah, Kiss
Yeah.
everything.
It was Kiss,
Yeah.
and he had the live VHSs and everything that were always playing on
Yeah.
repeat. in
The
his
sad
house.
part was we were like a 77, 78. He had this friend who had all Kiss, and if we wanted to pretend we were doing the guitar, you play the album. Oh, I had to be Paul Stanley, and I had to act like Paul Stanley. I had to do it. No, you got to turn around and shake your butt at the. I'm like, and you got to do that. He told everybody what they had to do. And I'm like, this is no fun. We're just trying to, mess
You
around.
don't get to tell me how to rock, man.
What? He told
Well-
us all exactly what we had to do.
Well, if you do want to shake your ass,
Yeah.
there's a chance to do that. I'm
Oh,
segueing back in.
segue back into what we're supposed to do.
Flawless.
Today,
Uh-huh.
if you go out to the plaza here in town, they're going to have a swing on the plaza again.
Who's that hosted by? Does it say who's it? Because I believe it's Ali Shea.
It
Used
is-
to be. I don't think it's sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says event by Las Cruces Swing on the Plaza.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we got into this last time, and
Yeah.
we don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently
But
Downtown Blues is starting to do stuff Wednesday
That's
nights
cool,
too.
yeah, so yeah, there are these dance lessons 7 to 8 are the dance lessons, and then open dance 8 till 10.
Awesome.
And yeah, swing dance is fun. Swing dance is a blast.
I went up there once and that was so much fun.
Centennial
Swing dance lessons.
Yeah,
Just
Centennial
make
High
sure if
School.
you go to a swing party, it's a swing dance.
That
Don't make that mistake.
Can I
sounds
disagree?
like it's coming from experience.
The swing dance parties can be fun. However, how about this? Centennial High School is going to be doing their Centennial Thespian Showcase. It's a
Oh.
don't ask, don't tell policy. I love this. Thespian actors. Yeah. So this will be tomorrow, 7 to 8. 1950. Sonoma Ranch. Wasn't that funny, dude? It was funny, but it wasn't that funny.
I'm easily entertained. Don't judge me. Keep reading.
So this is the Centennial After School Thespians.
Thespian.
They're going to present a series of individual event presentations, musical solos, duets, monologues. Each of the students will be taking their work to the New Mexico Thespian Festival. Yeah, so this is a fundraiser to get them out there. That's kind of cool. Centennial's kind of a cool school. Let's see. That's in El Paso, so we don't want to know about that. Mystery shopping. It's a mystery, so I don't know what to say about it.
That's thespian, bro. I like girls too.
Isn't the Renaissance Fair this weekend too?
The Renaissance Fair this
Is it?
weekend. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find
I'm
that.
going.
Gotta go
I'm
because
going.
there's going to be a lot of good. I know 3 or 4 vendors that are going to be out there, and if you want to see some really good stuff, you gotta go.
I'm
Out there.
going.
It's
Well,
gonna
I know
Clear my schedule.
of one vendor that will be out there,
Yeah,
and yeah.
I went to a Renaissance Fair in California, and that was
So she put up a post this morning. Lisa Dixon.
Jesus.
yes.
I will be vending this year at the Renaissance Fair. So excited! Come check it out. And
Yes.
you really,
Gotta see. Yeah.
yeah,
I gotta see the stuff she does.
Gotta
It's
see
fun.
that stuff.
she's very good.
Yeah.
Makes these wooden boxes, bro.
yeah.
It's- Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does some great stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Got to go out there. And,
Yeah, and yeah, they've got all sorts of stuff going on. You can, if you're little bitty, if you're bigger, they don't really like that much. But if you're a little bitty, you can do all the Black Knight.
Oh.
That's Amp Guard that puts that on every year out there.
Mm,
That's fun.
Of course, you've got some of the coolest food.
yeah.
Dragon legs. I don't think they're from real dragons.
Mm.
I just got a funny feeling, but
That's
I don't
just
know.
this is a big old chicken, bro. Small lizard.
Yeah. Actually, I need to reverse it.
Big
It's a
lizard
really
or-
big lizard. Speaking of big lizards, oh wait, we're not doing that show tonight. So yeah, that's going to be all weekend out
Yeah.
at Young Park. They're going to be doing that, and it's if you're from an area that takes Renaissance Fair like week long serious or
Yeah.
month long serious. Yeah, you're kind of going
It's
to roll your
still
eyes
good.
a little bit, but
It's
it's
still
still
good.
fun. And the food that's out there is amazingly good.
Phenomenal. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, everybody be a Renaissance Fair, but they're still eating carne asada tacos. They're not.
Oh, yeah.
We're not that crazy. They
Oh,
don't. They
yeah.
don't do like in California where they're. I pulled out my cell phone while I was at the Renaissance Fair out there. Not a good idea. I got yelled at from all directions
Put it
Because?
away.
because I was on a cell phone.
They don't exist yet.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
they
went
got
into
very-
it. I went. They had the. I knew I was in trouble. The first place I go into was a pewter. Where they had these pewter, the little figurines and statues made out of pewter. And the girl comes up, and I'm looking at him, and she goes, "It's quite all right to fondle the pewter, my lord." And I went. I had to think for a second. I'm like, "Is this going to be the way this day is going? I'm going to either get arrested or I'm going to have a really good time."
I need a beer first. Either way.
Yeah, normally you don't follow your pewter in public.
No.
I have some friends that they used to, I don't know if they still do, but they used to go out to the Ren Fair they do in Colorado Springs.
Ooh, I bet you that's cool.
Oh, especially for these people because they had a space they'd rent out. They had a little castle set up, so nobody could tell them to go away. And they were wearing Renaissance style outfits. It was the Ring of Fire fleet for the Klingon action group. Yeah, all Klingons out there at the Ren Fair,
Yeah.
done up in Renaissance style stuff. And they'd hold court, and they had a blast, and it became a big thing. Everybody would look for them every year.
And then the costumes and the dress. I mean, I saw women that were in dresses that I both saw the women in my dreams and the women in my nightmares. I mean, so it's
Sometimes it's the same woman.
Yeah, it's true.
If you want something a little calmer, you can go to Zia Comics this Sunday at 1. They're going to be doing their paint and take again.
Oh,
So
Sunday.
yeah, I think it's
that's
like,
cool.
is it still like $5?
It's
It's-
only $5.
It's only
bruh.
$5. They for the role playing stuff that you
Oh.
They have the
$5 gets you a
miniatures.
miniature. It gets you your brushes, your paint, and
You get to
you paint
keep
this
your
thing up, and you
miniature
get to keep it.
afterwards.
Yeah, you get
That's
to keep it.
cool.
Well, I don't think
Yeah.
they want it back after you paint it anyway.
No, that's
but, you
true.
know,
I think it's just it's a fun thing to do. Even if you're not
Yeah.
into some of those comics, it's just fun.
well, if you're just into painting small stuff. Anyway,
Different show, Randy.
different show. I'm remembering. Okay.
Seriously, got to put a camera on Thursday night.
If you're
Let's
into
do that.
painting
We
small
can-
stuff,
we're
let
gonna-
me give you my number. Wait a minute. That doesn't make me sound good, does it?
You're in the painting small stuff.
Okay. I think we are just about at the end, but I do have to mention something that has nothing to do with Las Cruces.
Oh,
It has to do with El Paso, Alamo Draft House.
Amazing place. That's a
Amazing
cool theater.
place.
What is it?
It's a theater out there, and they play new movies as they come out, like any other theater was.
You
But
have
they
to
also
play
do
all-
older movies. And actually, tomorrow at 7 p.m., 1954 Gojira, the original Godzilla movie,
Oh.
On the big
Big
oh
screen.
man.
Black and white.
Black
Yeah.
and white.
Oh,
Rubber
wow.
suit. No,
Yeah.
very little budget.
Yeah.
All $12 they took to make that.
Yeah.
It was
No,
a
that's
lumbering guy in a
come on,
rubber
I
suit
grew
and
up on
a
that
ton
stuff,
of miniatures that were
Yeah.
built up for it. Just
I-
awesome.
Grew up on that. I just watched the King Kong versus Godzilla, the original. I mean, that was
Yeah.
Everyone grew up
That was
on
awesome stuff,
Godzilla,
man.
bro.
and back in the day, that was high tech.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way,
special effects.
I have watched this movie recently, the original Godzilla. It's rough. It's very tense.
Yeah.
You're not sitting there, because they kind of made it a little more cartoony and more of a hero as time went on. This was the monster movie.
And it's really interesting because when you watch all those stuff, you can kind of tell that you can tell they're miniatures, but they're all they were very careful to make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
the scaling was correct
Mhm.
in
And
everything.
they would set
So
up
it looks
explosives.
believable.
They'd run electricity through these things to get sparking going. They were serious
It's like
about this.
this movie may
This
not
was
make
not
a lot
Ed
of
Wood.
money, but we're having a whole lot of fun.
And who would have known it would become this major thing that today we still have these movies
Oh,
coming
yeah.
It's a legend.
out. If you've never seen the newer King Kong and Godzilla movies,
When I saw the
They're-
newer one,
they're
I
so
was like,
good.
do the roar. Do the roar.
I know. It
Do
is
the
a long
roar.
one.
And then they did the classic. And I was like, yes! Ugh.
well, considering that we had that god awful thing with Matthew Broderick that they called Godzilla and wasn't. It was a good little
I
big
enjoyed the
lizard movie,
movie.
but it was not Godzilla. Nah.
You wanted
That's
to-
a fair
you
argument.
wanted
That's
so
a fair
badly to
argument.
like it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You just couldn't.
It's not a bad movie. It's just
Yeah.
as the
Why are you guys chewing gum? Makes us look more American.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Jean Reno doing his American accent, and it was his impression of Elvis.
Yes.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem here, boss.
And he was pretty good at it for a little French dude.
Oh my God.
If you don't know what we're talking about,
You don't want to.
you're probably you made better use of your time
Good
than
for
we
you.
did.
If you don't know what we're talking about, good for you.
bad movie. It's just not Godzilla.
Right.
Whatever you gatekeepers mean by that.
This is like me trying to talk about the Green Lantern movie and say it's not as bad as people say it is.
I'll never forget the Charlie's Angels movie after we finished watching that. One time I told my son, I said, son, go open up the window. Why? We got to equalize a sucking effect coming off of this.
That's so wrong. Oh God. So I think that's about all that we got going on, at least that we know about.
Well,
So
Truman this weekend will be with Zeta
With
and the
Zeta.
Songbirds
Yes.
on the plaza at 6 from 6 to 9
On Friday.
on
Yes.
Friday night, and then right after that, head over to Little Toad Creek. I will be playing at Little Toad Creek from 9 to midnight.
The man,
Yeah.
the legend himself.
Yeah, so this will be
I
fun.
don't think you've played a gig to
I have
midnight
not
before.
played a gig to past 10:30, so this is going to be interesting. But then again, I'm always up until midnight anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. My wife will not be there. I told her it was 9 to midnight. She goes, "Yeah, well, you have fun."
Well, the neat thing about Little Toad is it feels like a
It
brewery
is.
for most part.
Yeah,
Little Toad's pretty
You
good.
hit about 10:30,
yeah,
it starts feeling like a bar.
yeah. So
And
we'll
that's
see how
kind
well
of
I
awesome.
go over there.
Oh, I think you're going to be great. I
Oh,
think
you
it's,
got
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, man,
You
we're
want
too
me to
mellow
take
for
my
this.
guitar? Back you up, bro?
That
See,
might be fun.
See, I played there, and I do a bunch of.
Yeah,
Well, it's almost all country,
Yeah.
and it tends to get a little obscure. And these college kids in there were loving everything I did. Believe me, your stuff is more accessible to them. They're gonna adore
Yeah,
you.
you play stuff that everyone.
Yeah.
You play songs that people look at and go, "Whoa, Five Finger Death Punch."
I
bro?"
know. I love
Yeah.
doing that one.
Although I gotta
Speaking of,
Just so I can say I do Fight Finger Death Punch.
say, I play a song you don't play.
No, you play a lot of songs I will not play.
Well, I play a country version of like the Virgin.
Do it. You got to hear that. Do it.
Oh my
Seriously,
God,
let's
are
hear
you
it.
serious?
Seriously, do it.
it's like
not
I do a metal version of Hotel.
When he told me-
California.
When he, oh yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like, oh my God. You started playing the intro, and we looked at each other. Went, oh no, Truman, please no. And then you went into your way of it. We're like, okay, that was cool. All right.
You're the only
This
one
is-
I've ever jammed with who.
What's
nail- You're the only drummer I've ever jammed with who nails that on the drums. By the
Really?
way. It's not.
Go ahead.
I was not meaning to play all of this, but I wrote it all out because I'm anal about that. I was going to do just a little bit of this as a joke, and then because here's the thing, it's got the same chord progression as Friends in Low Places.
That's why.
So I was
yeah.
gonna go, yeah, and people went nuts. I was like, well, I guess I'm singing this whole thing. So, and I screwed with people because I'm sitting there hitting these chords and singing, I made it through, I made it through. Made it through, and this one gal is sitting there looking at me, the one that actually booked me for the thing, and I start singing this, and she says, I knew it. Made it through the wilderness, somehow I made it through. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. I was beat, incomplete.
Push the tempo, bro. Push it.
I've been sad. I was sad and blue, but you made me feel. Yeah, you made me feel shiny and new, like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Like a virgin, with your heartbeat next to mine, gonna give you all my love, girl. My fear is fading fast, saving it love can last. You're so fine, and you're mine. Make it strong. Yeah, you make me bold. Oh, your love thought out. Yeah, your love thought out what was scared and cold. It's just cold. That's all. That's the reason. Like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Like a virgin, with your heartbeat next to mine. Oh, 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 oh. I don't remember how that goes. You're so fine, and you're mine. I'll be yours till the end of time, 'cause you made me feel. Yeah, you made me feel I had nothing to hide. Left my pants in the other room. Like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Like a virgin, when your heart beats next to mine. Like a virgin, like a virgin, like a virgin. Like a
I
virgin.
ended in the wrong key.
I went weird. By the way,
Yeah.
Scared everyone.
if you are feeling like a virgin, apparently there are hot girls are here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I haven't.
Man, you put ad blocker on Google, it takes away all the hot singles in your area. Now, granted, I don't need any more hot singles in my area, but still.
Whoops. I hear you. I know we got some weird stuff coming out, showing up. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, hot girls here. Oh, yay.
Yeah.
I'm a dude.
Huh?
I'm a dude.
Yeah.
You're telling me to calm down.
Okay. Yeah, we've been getting a bunch of that crap. It's like, yeah.
Give me your 5-finger death punch.
Oh, okay.
Or your
Which one?
either 5-finger death punch or your Dave Grohl.
Oh,
Foo
which?
Fighters.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that one.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay.
Because that boy Red loves that.
I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. I'm a street light shining. I'm a white light blinding bright, burning on and on. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these, give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. I'm a new day rising. I'm a brand new sky to hang the stars upon tonight. I'm a little divided. Do I stay or run away and leave it all behind? It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these, give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. Oh, it's times like these, time to live again. It's times like these, give and give again. It's times like these, learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. It's times like these, you learn to live again. It's times like these, you give and give again. It's times like these, you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again.
Yeah, I love
Good.
that. song.
That's a cool song, man.
That one's
Absolutely love
fun.
Very cool.
Yeah, there was a that tribute to Taylor Hawkins concert they had in LA, and they brought Taylor Hawkins' son
Oh,
to play
Yeah.
drums
Wow.
on Hero. Man, that kid, he is hard. He hits hard, man. And it was an emotional moment. You had Dave Grohl turning around, looking at this kid just ripping like his dad, and you could tell Grohl was having a hard time getting through the song.
Oh yeah.
It was a tough time. So it was neat.
Well, one thing for sure, Grohl got to kill him before he died.
Oh, that's true. I know.
Still
I
haven't gotten to
gotta
see it, but
that.
oh my god, they got to finish their movie,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
And you got to see it released. You
Yeah,
got to see it released. The fun
I
and
still need to check that one out.
Wolfgang-
Studio 666.
yeah, I haven't seen it yet either.
Wolfgang Van Halen went out, and Dave Grohl played bass. And the funny thing is that one thing Wolfgang said is that he will not play Panama Live. That was his dad's song. He's not gonna. Well, he played Panama. And it was kind of like, a tribute to both Eddie and to Taylor, because Taylor was a huge Van Halen fan, and he played Panama, and it was good.
Really?
He did. Oh, it was
I'm sure he
good.
plays all of them. Just
Who
He
sang it?
some other, I don't know who it was, but there was some guy singing. I never heard it before, but it was another guy singing it that he did. And it's like, I would say he did it better than David Lee Roth. Really not hard to say right now.
No.
Because I saw them back in 2014. Was not impressed.
it's 2014, bro.
Eddie played great. Wolfgang was awesome. They had a great time. David Lee Roth, it's a good thing everybody just loves him. Because, oh, God,
He's been struggling, bro.
That's a nice way to put it.
When he retired, a bunch of people saying, well, good, because your voice retired years ago.
Oh yeah.
He's got David Lee Roth has got a company that they do tattoo salve.
Oh.
They
Huh.
make
to get rid
for-
of tattoos.
No,
to
to make it
refresh your
Oh, wow.
the look of your tattoo.
Okay.
Interesting.
Did not know that.
I heard him one night on a talk show and talked about it. But yeah, he's in the money.
Oh, yeah. He's always in there. But
Make
oh,
make
my
more money
God.
doing that than being a gigolo.
Oh, God. Yes.
Everywhere,
But everywhere
you
he
go.
goes,
Great song.
people
I remember-
know.
I will
Yeah,
say
but
he
you know
was
what?
Man.
I'm old school on that. I love the original so much better. Louis Prima.
Yeah.
Louis Prima was freaking
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
He was a rock star before there was rock.
He did David Lee Roth did one by Frank Sinatra too.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but
I don't want to.
You know who got done dirty, bro?
Louis Prima did the voice of in the original Jungle Book cartoon movie,
Uh-huh.
animated movie. He did the voice of
King
King
Louis.
Louis, and it
Really?
was
Yes.
awesome. The first time I saw it, my dad loved that part because my dad was a huge Louis Prima fan. And
The only problem with Louis
man.
Prima is that he kept having to change up songs because he would do duets with women who he would marry and then divorce.
I couldn't do the song.
And all of a sudden can't do that song anymore. Got to find something else to do. It's like, dude, stop. Quit marrying your singers.
Yeah, that's the problem with having a woman in the band. Everybody wants to marry her.
Okay, send all your hate mail straight to Red Whiting.
Yep.
Straight to
Not that it's a bad thing, but my experiences have been kind of like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of the best bands I've ever been in is with Zeta and the Songbirds,
Yeah.
and
you joined that one on
We're
purpose.
at number 3-2, so
Yeah, you joined that band on purpose.
How
So
many-
it's a
how many's in
rarity.
that band?
there's 5 of us. It's Zeta, the keyboardist Meg, she's an awesome keyboardist. The bass player Peyton, she also sings. Phenomenal musicians, and then it's me and the drummer Albert, and they're
Who's the drummer?
phenomenal. Albert, I forget his last name, but he was from NMSU. He graduated and he's out working at the missile range now. But man,
Albert, yeah, he's
all of them are phenomenal
He's,
musicians, man.
he's done gigs with Guitar Slim, and
Has he?
I think so.
Oh,
That's the guy I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's the one I'm thinking, Albert.
kind of lengthy,
Where's the
skinny
hat?
kid. No.
Oh yeah, I know that dude. I used to jam with him.
No, you didn't jam with Santa Claus, bro. They don't
Jam.
play.
You ain't kidding. He didn't know any songs.
So you guys are playing Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing
Yeah.
Friday at 6:00 at the Plaza
Mhm.
for the first Friday.
And then
And
Saturday.
then Saturday we're playing at Pharmacia from 4
Who's
to
doing
7.
sound for you?
We kind of run our own stuff pretty much.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, sometimes one of Zeta's friends, Kat, she'll come out and help us out. But apart from that, it's usually.
Oh, so you guys got your own PA and all that then?
I think Zeta has the speakers, and then she borrows her friend Kat's board till she can get her own.
Mm,
So that's how we run it for now.
that's the way you do it.
Mhm. Do it the way you can.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the way you can, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys up on the?
Yeah, we're gonna be on the main stage.
On the main stage.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. I played there a couple times. I have so much fun.
Oh yeah. It's great.
You're
can
always
imagine.
telling me you feel like I'm at the wrong gig or
I
on
know.
the wrong stage. I felt right at home on that stage, bro.
Yeah, that stage is big enough for you.
I was all running around doing If You Want Blood last time I was
Oh
there.
my gosh, that's funny.
And I'm glad that I play with a cord. If you had me cordless, I'd be running around the whole
Yeah.
block.
Oh,
So you got a leash, huh?
Yeah, I got a leash. I go too far, I'm all, dink.
I don't know if you ever noticed when ACDC plays, you know, the bass player and Malcolm and Phil Rudd, they always stand back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
almost-
yeah, you don't
and
want to
they
get in the
only
way.
come forward to sing their backup parts, and they move back because it's like it's cool. It looks coordinated. No, it's out of safety because Angus, forget it. You don't know where he's going. He
Yeah.
doesn't know where he's going.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes he'll look around and go, "How did I end up over here?"
See, I'm a huge fan of Chaos, so I kind of want to start a GoFundMe to get him some wireless stuff
I know.
because I would love this
That's
wireless
dangerous, bro.
wireless pickup for the wireless connection for the
Yeah,
guitar
and
and
to the
wireless
wall.
headset,
Oh yeah.
and then just let him just go nuts.
let him go. Watch what
You
happens.
see me with
You'll hear him-
wireless once, bro. At
Yeah.
the first Wednesday jam at Rio Grande.
Yeah.
I went out there. It's when Alondra first moved out here. And it was the first time he met my girlfriend, Alondra.
Yeah.
And we went out there.
But-
And
By the way,
Razor's Edge was there. And I was like, you guys gonna jam? They're like, I don't know, man. Our guitarist isn't here. And I was like, the rest of the band's here. You better get up and jam. I'll play guitar for you. He goes, really? I go, yeah. Randy said to me when I got up, he goes, don't accidentally join another band, bro. That's my one rule for you. And I got up there, and the guitar I was jamming had the wireless plug-in.
yeah,
Oh my god, that was
Whose
dangerous.
wireless was it?
I think it was.
I think it was Chris Baker.
Chris's, yeah, it was
Chris's?
Baker's. And so I had the wireless And I was like, this is dangerous. I was all around the dance
yeah.
floor and the tables and everything.
And I hate to tell you, even though I gave you the advice not to join the band, I was having a conversation with Kenji, and he was like, "Man, says it was so much fun. Says I'd love to ask him to join the band, but I don't know if he would do it, and I don't know if we could do this. I don't know if it would work out." And one excuse after the other. And I says, "Why don't you settle the hell down for 5 minutes? Go ask him and talk to him. The worst he'll say is, 'Nah, man.'" And the thing is, I know that you don't really have that word in your vocabulary, especially when it comes to
Hey,
bands.
man, I like to play music. It doesn't matter where with who. And I went and jammed with them a couple of times. And I shot
Yeah.
Randy a text. I was all, I did the thing you told me not to do, bro.
I already knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. And it just goes to show what kind of musicians we are. Because I mean, hell, I did a country show for a year just so I could sing. So yeah,
Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to
Just
to
wanna play.
do the gig.
Well, and it's
all about.
because deep inside you love country. You just don't want to admit it.
Well, you know, when I was doing a country band, when I first joined a country band, all my drummer buddies go, "Yeah, why a country band?" I'm working.
Yeah. You're playing.
I'm working.
Yeah.
And I'd say, is your band playing anywhere? No, we can't get any gigs. Well,
there you go.
I'm working because I'm playing in a country band.
That's why I play everything.
Yeah.
Some people go,
Yeah.
"Oh, you should really like focus on like your rock stuff, or like you should just play originals." And I go, I do this for a living, and there's a reason why I can, because I play everything.
It was like there was somebody that was going to open up a coffee shop, and he goes, "Yeah, I want to have live music, but man, if I open up, I'm not going to be able to do that for a while." And I said, "Yeah, I'll come and play." He goes, "I can't afford to pay you," and I'm like, "Let me play, and we'll be even."
Yeah.
Just let me play.
And I think we can
put a tip jar out.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we can start talking about it because we're about to get serious here.
Yeah,
It is now November.
yeah, we got to start getting real serious.
It is November.
So there is going to be a different band come out
Yeah.
that nobody's heard most people play this stuff.
So basically, Randy's idea. So
Yeah.
go ahead and tell us about it.
So there is going. We used to have a really cool Irish band here that would play every March throughout the month called the Hooligans. Amazing band. They're not together anymore. Most of the members don't even live here anymore. So we had this idea that maybe we should try this ourselves. So you're going to see an Irish band get put together. It's going to be, yes, I'll be in it. Don't worry, there's good musicians too. BJ's going to be in it as well. Truman's going to be in it.
You said good musicians. We just have BJ.
Well, Truman's talking about playing bass, which he hasn't done that publicly in a really long time.
Fun. I haven't played bass in forever.
So I think it's going to be cool. And then Damian Luna's going to be joining us. He's going to be doing the percussion for the whole thing. So, and I'll be playing this some, but if I can get a little more comfortable, I'm going to pull out my tin whistle for a few songs. And I may have a song that BJ is going to get a kick out of because I found a song that's really cool. Basically 4-part harmony, no instruments.
Oh,
you haven't done one of those in years
done
and
that
years.
in years.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Madrigal stuff.
Yeah, and then I used to also do barbershop quartet.
Yeah.
Years ago.
feel
Madrigal music
naked without my guitar.
I know.
I'll just hold it.
We're gonna mess with stuff. We got several months to try this stuff out. We're not gonna be super serious about it. We're gonna have fun.
It is gonna be.
We're gonna be serious about making sure that we sound good.
Yeah.
You mean you're supposed to be serious about this whole music stuff?
We are gonna talk to some places.
Right? It's a job.
Yeah. I think we can get some places that'll have us in to play. Damian had this awesome idea that we're going to start talking to people about the possibility of having a day where we basically do a sort of like a pub crawl, except the people don't move from well, they can if they want to, but it's not about moving from pub to pub for the people. Basically, we would go out as a band to one place, we'd play for an hour, pack up, move to a second place, play for an hour, pack up, move to another place.
Why do you guys want to work?
I don't know. See, here's a great
for
thing.
30 minutes, bro. We're auditioning.
We want to be heard, is what it is. We want to be heard.
Yeah.
As more.
And the great thing is, I went ahead and bit the bullet, and I am now on a payment plan.
Yeah, he's got a sound system that we'll use.
But I've got a nice little speaker that's easy to move up and down. and it keeps everything in memory for everybody's settings. So it'll
Yeah.
make it 100 times
So we
easier to
just
do.
need to pull out a cord and plug in.
Yeah.
You guys are grounded. We're doing 30 minutes, bro. 4 hours. You guys want to work.
No, an hour in each place. Just an
guys-
hour in each place. So
Oh, I'm playing bass. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not actually a musician there. You're just playing bass.
Oh!
Hey, we haven't heard from Dwight in a while,
Okay.
so maybe that'll get him riled.
I'm a bass player, bro. I started out on bass. I can make these jokes. It's okay.
I can make bass jokes. I'm a bass player. That sounds, yeah, never mind. Hey, I can't be racist against bass players. I've got friends that are bass players.
I know.
I'm part bass myself.
So yeah, we've got some. We're gonna put some stuff together, and of course with Truman there, we have to add some drop kick.
And it's not gonna all be.
Drop
I mean,
kick
the
preference?
majority of it's gonna be the Irish music, but we're gonna have some fun with some other stuff too. Yeah, I think we're. But
I think considering the fact that 3 out of 4 of us, and quite frankly, Damian won't have any trouble.
Yeah.
I think three out of 3 of us have already played it together several times, including
Yeah.
this morning. We need to throw in some Southern Cross because that's fun.
That
to
is
play.
a fun
That
song.
is fun.
I'm having so much fun with
and
that.
and I'm enjoying being at a level where I'm comfortable because I'm
It's-
playing with more than one person. Because I've done it with you
Yeah.
at your house, and I basically because I play less. I play less than you do. I don't
Yeah.
fully strum because I've got all this extra sound.
But it sounds cool when you
but-
do that.
Yeah, but we had Truman come in, and he's doing this little
whatever he
riff on
does.
it,
He
and
has the easy part. You just listen and just play what he feels like.
and it got even better because we had Red this morning doing
Yeah.
the percussion, which was awesome. I'm still getting used to the idea of playing with other people because I'm just like I'm not that good. I don't want to piss you off by playing with a crappy musician. That's still in my head. It's always going to be in my head. Get used to it. Don't give me that look. You're giving me that scolding look.
Well, I'm just 100% for positive reinforcement.
Oh,
I don't,
yeah.
I don't, I
You
sometimes I have,
suck less
sometimes
than
I have
you
to
did
reel myself
yesterday.
in.
Oh,
you know, but
I dated a girl that was into negative reinforcement, and it was a really fun ride. So, and poor BJ.
yeah. So you got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, I figured we'd do this for a month, and it's going to be fun. It's something none of us have ever done. There's just going to be one person that's actually Irish in the whole band.
Yeah,
Everybody else is Latino of one time or
we're all
another.
like, one time or another.
One type.
Oh, one time. I was like, one time
At
or
one
another.
time,
At one
I
time,
remember back to my Latino
It
days.
used
bro.
to be.
you remember when you were Latin? You remember.
I got one for you, bro. We gotta do a couple more?
Yeah.
A couple more? All right. It's Nirvana.
Oh God.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh gee.
Oh, I'll let you have that one.
I need a easy friend tattoo. Here to land tattoo. Hope you fit this shoe. I do hope you have a clue. Now take advantage when you take me out to dry, but I can see you every night free. I do. I'm standing in your line. I do hope you have the time. I do keep up tight with you. I do hope you fit this shoe. I'll take advantage when you hang me out to dry, but I can see you every night free. I need an easy friend tattoo with an into land tattoo. Hope you have a clue. I do hope you fit this shoe. I'll take advantage when you hang me out to dry, but I can
bring up Nirvana, then you've got to finish it off with what you've infected a bunch of us in town with.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do your version and I'll do mine, or how you want to do? Want to do a verse each?
Let's just go.
Do the first verse.
A-I-E-I-O. E-A-G-D. Is that the chords you use?
E-A-G-D. You go to D.
I go to D.
He
Yeah.
covers
We'll
the
do
D.
we'll do your verse first.
Okay.
Do a verse, and then I'll do a verse, and then my part, and then bada bing bada boom. Or you want to just do your whole version first, and then
Nah. Let's just play with it and see what happens. Go back and forth.
So you go to D instead of B, okay?
Yeah. Because B sucks.
Write me a song about it.
My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through.
I love that you guys like this song.
I love this song. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. Go for it. I know my E's are weird. Actually, what I meant was sing.
Oh. All right, then we gotta slow it down a little bit. Ready? I need you on the. It's that shuffle, remember?
Oh.
I need you on the drums. A little slow.
I'm gonna let him play it.
My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun never shines. I'll shiver all night through. Her husband was a hard-working man, just about an hour from here. His head was found in a driving wheel, but his body never was found. Ready? We'll go around once. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun never shines. I'll shiver the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun never shines. I'll shiver
cool, man.
Is this on?
Just a little.
That was cool. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Nailed that.
Yeah, we started messing. You played this, and I was like, "Oh, I like this song," and I started messing with it and changed it up, and I liked the way I was playing it. And no, you came out to an open mic that Damian was doing. I went in for my lesson one week, and as I'm in there, I'm hearing this, and I'm like, "Oh shoot, we're all completely addicted to this stupid song."
What song is it?
It's an old Lead Belly song
Yeah.
called "Where Did You Sleep Last Night."
Or "In the Pines,"
And who
depending on
does
what
it
part of the
besides-
country you're from.
Nirvana did on their
Yeah.
MTV Unplugged.
A bunch of people have done this song over the years, and everybody makes it sound different. So that's kind of a cool thing. It's a great thing about music. Everything
Yeah.
can change.
Like, see, you two
Yeah.
do it the first way. That would throw me way off if I ever try to do that. So I have to slow it down and do it more creepy.
Yeah, but you're doing
Yeah.
bends and stuff. So yeah, you're doing a little bit different than what we do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing that little cross shuffle on my strumming with that one, so it works well.
Yeah, I don't know how I do it if I did it, so that'd be funny. We should do that. I just sit there, play with it, and see what I come up with.
We've done that a lot.
Yeah.
We play different stuff different ways, and
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff it's the same thing, but it sounds totally different when you're through with it. It's a cool thing about music, man.
It's fun.
Cool thing about the Music Man.
There you go.
That's a different show.
The music.
Oh, well, if I go again, it's a comment. No.
Okay, we got trouble right here.
Okay,
So
Wow.
yeah, we're there.
we're there.
Jeez.
We've done it.
Light in you tears me down to nothing. There's an angel in your eyes. There's a hope inside. You can make it better. You see right through my disguise. When it rains, it pours. Everybody stumbles. I won't let them bring you down. I won't let you down. When the seasons change, I won't go down. I'll fight through the pain. I'll be there right by your side. I'll never let them bring you down. When the seasons change. Had to end on death, 5-finger death punch.
Yeah.
Just so I
That's a
can say I do
five-finger
it.
song?
That's the 5-finger death punch song. Yeah.
That's a cool one, dude.
Now we just got to get him to add champagne.
There we go.
I want to hear him do that.
Which one's that? I have
Oh, you would not like it.
not.
That's all champagne. Bro.
Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right, well, that's it.
yeah.
10 out of 10. Good job, peeps.
We did it.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in and listening. Thank you guys for coming out and joining
We'll
us.
see you again next week. We'll see with who, but yeah.
And as we did the show with nobody eating the donuts that are behind them, we're gonna have
Oh,
donuts
that's
after we
right.
get off the air. So yeah.
So
Time for the party to start,
see
guys.
you guys later.
Yeah. Now we got to go in a hurry.
Yeah.
Take care. We'll see you
Bye,
next
everybody.
week.
Later, guys.